many of you know, I have a dangerous obsession with compost. Dangerous, and to many of the people who know me intimately, boring. The compost is my best friend in quar.
You see, I had always assumed composting is obviously so fun and easy. If you don't do it, it's because you're evil. Just kidding, no judgment if you don't compost. But nonetheless, I was always like, but why? It's literally so easy and also so fun. So now I have some insight how to tell you some of the things from the perspective of someone who truly does not understand what to do. No judgment. Here we go. Now, I have been told it is illegal to have anything at all on your fire escape. However, I say come and get me, boys. I understand some people might not even have a fire escape. Okay, so maybe a windowsill or maybe just a part of your house, because it is actually not so disgusting. Actually, it's rather fascinating and even I would say poetical. I use whatever plastic containers I have lying around. Get rid of your old sweaters and put some compost instead. Strike, strike, don't support. Okay. Mr. Bezos, one day I hope to compost you and finally some good will come from your fleshly vessel. When my roommate asked me to give him some instructions, I took off my bag that I keep on top and I said, here it is. He said, woo, that smells really funky. And I said, well, that's because somebody hasn't been composting right. If your compost smells funky, it's your compost trying to tell you, I need more loving care and attention. Your compost should be treated like a baby and you have to change that diaper. If you don't help your compost will smell bad to signal to you, pay some attention to me please, I'm a living being like any of you. When your compost is working, it should smell delicious and you should like to smell it. So, what we have to do is mix better and increase the amount of
carbon. Too much carbon, it will not decompose. Too much nitrogen, well, it will be smelly. Personally, I don't mind smelly. When we're also working hard, baby, we smell. I never remember chemicals, so this is so confusing. Just think brown, green. Green is like your food waste basically, and brown is like your paper bags, your toilet paper rolls, even paper towel rolls, any of the cardboard that the eggs come in, whatever, so much stuff. You can compost pizza boxes. Eat the pizza, rip up the box, put the box in the compost, grow tomatoes, eat more pizza. Yum, amazing. Reduce your waste, put it in the compost, make soil grow more food, live off the grid baby kind of, but get everything from Trader Joe's except not right now during the strike. So, as you can see, piece of organic egg container. Haha, that is so embarrassing that I found this egg container with my own name written on it, because even so I do not believe in the concept of private property. I don't want anyone else eating my eggs, and this is one of the many contradictions of being human beings that I wrestle with every day, and I try to enjoy the fight inside myself between my desire to abolish all private property and my desire for no one to steal my eggs, because they're my eggs and I paid for them. Right? And here is less, this is more recent cardboard piece from some kind of probably cucumber came in here. Okay, I keep a bucket of the little ripped up bits right outside and they really have no excuse to not just sprinkle it on top. It's okay to fall apart. Our broken pieces become a source of sustenance.
when you start your compost, you get the plastic container or container of any kind. You drill the holes on the bottom and the sides. Then you lay several layers of cardboard or paper bags on the bottom, okay, to hold the babies. Then you begin your layering. Layer of food waste, that's green. Layer of paper and leaves and cardboard, that's brown. Oh my god, I think I'm mooning everyone on my block. My onesie flap just flapped open. Give me one moment. I like to crunch things up. Help it along, you know, do some of the breaking down for it. You know? Get it going. Breaking down is where we get to new growth, new selves, or even beyond self-food. What I'm noticing is it's too wet at the bottom. That's probably why it's festering. I think I did not make the holes big enough. So, important, you must drill holes in the bottom and the sides so that it can drain and breathe, okay? Because in this time, hello, we are drained, but we are breathing. Now I will add my brown layers. Easy peasy, we're just gonna rip it up. And now I layer it on top, okay? Recycle this bag, they say. Oh yeah, fuck you, excuse me, no. Recycle is also kind of waste of energy, do when you can, but better to just make it back into dirt, baby. You see? No. If you want to be really good, you will make this layer thick, which I'll do later, don't worry about it. Not gonna make you watch me rip up like 3 bags in a row, but you want to basically have it be totally covered with the brown on top. Otherwise it's green, and what's green, that's the food waste, and it is just sitting there rotting. Cover the whole thing with the bag. Don't shop there, no, not now, at least not now. It's a strike, Mayday.
Every day is May Day. In May.
Last thing I want to emphasize. This is my active compost. I'm putting my crap in there and I'm mixing it up. This one is my compost that I'm letting do its thing. We all need space to do our thing. So I'm not adding new stuff for now. As you can see, it's a bit lower. It was full and it has lowered down because it is becoming dirt. Oh, look how good. Now that looks really good. You see how different? That one is like full chunks of crap. This one is more dirty. Still some chunks of crap, but I think this one this is from like yesterday. Hello, Rubies. Watch my video, Rubies. But down here, pretty much dirt. Yum, yum, yum. And it smells pretty good. Quite pungent, but in a way that's like yummy, like you don't recoil. My favorite thing is to find these little babies that are hatching. So that's really nice. I'm gonna let them keep hatching, and when they fully sprout, things sprout in the compost all the time. I replant them and I make my garden for the end times. Look at this beautiful alien baby, right? What is it? Oh, some kind of an old garlic someone threw out because it was seeming rotten. Now it has reinvigorated itself. It is a Frankenstein garlic with these beautiful roots and a beautiful top. So I could either put it back in here because it seemed to be having a happy time, or if I want to enter more intensive care taking for it, I would stick it in some of my other dirt in these buckets that I have mixed with so-called soil, and then I would stick it upright, roots on the bottom, top on the top, and it would become a field of garlic. Wow, beautiful. I'm gonna stick this baby in here. Now here's so easy. Put this baby in. Whoopee! You see this baby? Now he will grow. I'm a self-taught person, so I don't know if that's right, but in my experience it seems to work. If it doesn't work, I try something else. I didn't know this, now I know. Plants need to eat. They need to eat our food after we ate it. Become compost, now they eat it. Everyone eats.
The thing is, people say, but I live in the city, I don't have any space, I'm gonna get maggots, mice and rats. Let me tell you something. I have had in my whole life, basically, growing up in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, maggots, rats and mice. So much that sometimes my mother would simply serve the pancakes in the morning on top of a layer of mice, fecal matter. I wish that I was not telling the truth. Where was this maggots, rats, mice and flies and ants? Well, guess what? I'll tell you where. They were in the garbage. Do you understand me? They were in the garbage. They were not in the compost. So what is truly a disgusting thing? The garbage. Okay? Not the compost, the garbage. Now that's what I call a real waste. Now that's a real waste. When I see a garbage, I say now that's a real waste. Why don't you put it in the compost? Of course, as you know, I think everyone deserves a really good home, even maggots. But I understand if you don't want the maggots, a really good home inside your home. The theater is closed and now I have reduced to making videos about compost. But it's okay, and we all work, we continue to do our craft like the maggot in whatever context we find ourselves given the particular circumstances and dynamics at play. And I really mean that when I say at play. Yeah.